So, Christine, tell us what's going on. Where do things stand in terms of web content and sort of what's working now? What are you finding?
Well, I think what's always worked is when you create web content that just isn't for the sheer pleasure of a one-off. That's not just for a viral video. It's not just to put a commercial up on a pre-roll, but it's to actually create a program around the content. And that means at least think about it beyond a 3-month campaign. Think about it, how do you create content that's going to get your community to want to watch that content, participate with that content, respond to that content beyond a 3-month period, maybe a year, maybe 2 years.
Does that mean coming up with original content or users creating content, or how do you guys make and continue kind of a relevant web presence?
Well, I think the first thing is you have to have an idea, and you have to have an idea that's based on an insight about the people you want to reach and about the audience that you want to reach. And once you have that insight, then it's not just about original content, it's about what content do they want to consume. Is it video? Is it entertainment? Is it humor? Is it education? Is it utilities? Is it actually they want more iPhone apps? And then it's a combination of that. You create it from scratch, you curate it, you can then go and find people and co-develop it with talent. And it's really the gamut that makes it work and makes it much more affordable too. If you go out there and say, I want only original content, your costs are going to jump. If you say, let's find curated content out there that's actually ready for this audience, but they don't know how to find it, put it in one place for them, then do some of our own original content that really kind of umbrellas our idea or something that we're trying to give these people, that starts to mix together and you really start to have almost a publishing model. And that's really where the industry, I think, is headed.
So tell us, briefly about the cream cheese, Philadelphia. Just a little bit about the creative elements, and then how you're getting this video watched.
Absolutely. So the Real Women of Philadelphia, which is Philly cream cheese and Kraft, is really this, we call it a magic formula. We've got an amazing talent that had a passion-based audience, Paula Deen, who we brought together with people who we knew wanted to cook and share recipes. We also knew that we wanted Kraft to go beyond just spreading Philly on a bagel. So taking those two together and saying, how do we jumpstart this in a way that's not just send us your recipe video, but get somebody out there who can inspire other women to send us recipe videos, really was that magic. So having a leader like Paula, community tools to make people easily connect, and then above that, distribute that content out to places where audience already are, was that kind of formula that got people to know about the program, know that we were looking for people to send recipes to become a part of this event, this live event, this cookbook, and put that added promotion to get people excited, come together, form a community, and now they're all embracing it, and it's beyond cooking now. It really is.
So just let me ask you then about the distribution of this. So do you actually sort of buy placements on, food sites or?
So distribution, which is really media, is actually just as creative as creating the creative idea these days. So one of the things we did was we said, okay, who out there actually has a lot of cooks, a lot of people creating food, doing video, and Good Bite, which is a DECA property, has all of these chefs already talking about food, doing recipes. What a perfect partnership to go to them and say, hey, you know what, we're putting on this program, we'd like some of your bloggers to showcase some of the things that they're going to create out of cream cheese and tell people in their community about it to come participate. Secondly, we knew Food Network. Everybody knew Paula. We did a big buy in Food Network just to get people to be aware of this program, and it was passion players that would know that they want to be a part of Paula's program. And then we just don't expect them to do everything on the site. We make sure that they know that they can find this content other places.
Okay, and then for your client, what's success? How do they, how many pounds of cream cheese, I suppose, or what are their metrics of success, and where do you think things are?
Specifically talk about, just because, I don't know what I'm allowed to, but I can say that we have over 5,000 women between the ages of 35 and 65, and older even, a lot of grandmas, picking up a video camera and sending in videos, 5,000 of them. We've got a whole second part of this program where there's going to be a live event. We're going to pick our 16 finalists down to 4 finalists. They're going to crowdsource and create a cookbook together with all the rest of the women on that site. And it's just become like more, I can't say enough, it's become more than just about cooking. These women talk about like their sisters and friends, and it's just like, it's a good thing to be on where you feel good about what you're doing other than just like messaging at people all the time, so.
So, Christine, I would assume most of this is viewed on the PC. Is it distributed to mobile? Is it distributed to connected TVs, or where does that stick?
Sure. Well, most of it is distributed on, on the internet, obviously, on a website. But we also have the iFood app. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but Kraft has an iFood app, which is very popular. And we've actually are starting to take some of the videos that have been submitted and showcase them on their iFood app, because there's millions of people who have already downloaded this app and are using it. So it's an easy way to get into mobile and put some of the 5,000 recipes we have into other places.
Well, Christine, thanks so much for your time. Always great to see you.
Thank you.
Start by sauteing the onions and garlic in a little bit of butter. Add the spinach a little bit at a time, sauteing until it cooks down. Then add some chili powder to spice things up a bit. Then add the low-fat milk and the low-fat cream cheese, cooking until it turns into a nice sauce. Pour it all into your baking dish, sprinkle with some sharp cheddar on top, and then put it in the oven until it starts to brown and turn nice and bubbly on top. Then it's ready to serve.